Yes, sir.
All right, about to get started. Just another weekly league review for Jake's League. Hopefully the audio is fixed this week. I don't sound like I'm making any white noise this week, do I, Tombo?
No, you were making white noise last week.
Yeah, I'm making a lot of white. I was trying a new audio setup and it just was all bad.
Ah, that's rough. Oh,
I,
you did tell me about that.
yeah, you needed to mute like all the inputs that you're not using. So yeah, that's fun.
Oh,
All right, so we'll get into the first game of week 6. I'll start with you. Where are you at? There you are.
oh yeah, the top guy.
So we got a 99-75 finish.
Yeah, it wasn't a barn burner by any means, but I don't think very many games were this week. Um, Let me pull it up in a different screen so it's got the. There we go. I mean, like, you're never really gonna win when you get 4 points from your quarterback and zero from your top running back. It's just Brian had a rough one. Brian's team is tragic right now. It's just struggling, but he's got B Rob on the bench. He's got himself coming back in here, so
Yeah,
he looked promising. He got like I think 17 rushes or something, 16 rushes his first week back from gunshot wounds.
yeah,
So and Darren Waller should come back and start performing. I don't know if Taysom Hill's a long term play, um, but CeeDee Lamb with what's his name? Oh shit,
Dak
Dak
Prescott.
Dak coming back. Yeah, um, should be pretty damn good. Should be better at least. So he's got some upside to look forward to. He's got good receivers, really. I mean, I think CeeDee Lamb could be like a top 10 guy with Dak throwing him the ball. Tyreek Hill is already there, and then Mari Cooper is good. And if Darren Waller comes back and starts playing, Brian's team can put some points up. He just needs a quarterback really bad. So
Yeah, don't forget though, Darren Waller hasn't done anything this season.
yeah, that's
I
true. But he
mean,
was hurt. I feel
I
like
don't think he was. No,
yeah, he had a hamstring injury.
maybe recently, but he just they just don't throw him the ball for some reason. I don't know. Although he did drop 2 touchdowns in the Titans game, so that's kind of on him.
Yeah. Well, he
Um,
started decent, and then seems like he fizzled off the Tennessee and Denver game, and then he was hurt against Kansas City, and then he had a bye. So,
yeah, not
but
sure on him.
but yeah, I didn't get much points or many points from my running backs, but Josh Allen really carried me, and Juju had a huge week out of nowhere. He kind of saved me this week, so uh,
Yeah,
I wouldn't have lost even if I got 0 points from him, but he kind of solidified it with Melvin Gordon going into that game, that extra, 19 and a half points that he gave me uh,
hmm
were big because there's really no one else I could have played that would have got me anything.
no.
So, yeah, he helped
Um,
me out.
yeah, I mean your roster. I mean Jarvis is hurt, and I don't know why you still rostering Kenny Galladay at this point.
I keep trying to get rid of him. I don't think I am anymore, but I kept trying to like make uh, waiver moves and like all the ones where Kenny Galladay was the one getting dropped. Uh, the I didn't get the player or whatever. So I don't think he's on my team anymore. But
Oh, did you actually end up getting him dropped this week?
yeah, let me check. Actually, I can give you that info here. Uh, 1 second.
You
He is no longer rostered.
nice.
So, but yeah, that's it for that game. I mean, I played okay.
hmm Um, yeah. How often do you have a game with two running backs getting exactly 0 points?
That's true. I can't believe that Jeff Wilson only got me. Well, he got me zero, but I combined for what 8.5 points through my 3 running backs and still won the game. So that's, I don't know, that's lucky as shit. And I got 8.5 from Kyle Pitts, which is like 4 weeks accumulated points from him. So I had a big week from everyone outside of the
running back
normal.
position. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we have. I mean, this is a legendarily low score. 49 points from Bruce. And then we have 500 Seth Nallback, who's on his honeymoon right now. Can't be on the show.
Right.
Even though
A lot of excuses coming
500.
his way. A lot of excuses coming his way is all I'm saying. Now he's got to be 500. Now that he's 500, he's on his honeymoon. I don't know. I mean, what's next? You know,
Great timing, yeah. But yeah, 49 points. I mean, a terrible week by his standards for Nick Chubb. Dobbins didn't play the entire second half. Higbee, Matt Stafford decided he wanted to throw to black people this week, so Higbee had a rough week. Kareem Hunt also not a great week by his standards. And even Justin Jefferson, I mean, 13 points isn't bad, but it's not Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. I feel like he's been kind of hit or miss if I've been paying attention correct. He's either had like fucking 30 points or he's had nothing this year. So I guess that's a nice in-between performance by him. Yeah, he had 6 catches for 107 yards. No touchdowns, though. So he's either had like next to nothing or just absolutely taken the top off.
Yeah. And Bruce with 24 from Ayuk on his bench.
Yeah, that still doesn't do you anything.
It doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah. You gotta. I can't believe Herbert only scored 9. That's a rough one. You can't really win when your quarterback's not scoring your points in this league, from what I've seen. So
yeah,
the best teams have the best quarterbacks, and then everything else kind of fills in for the most part.
The crazy part is though that Brian got 4 points from Carson Wentz, but he would have beat Bruce this week had they played each other.
That's true, but you don't count on wins with your quarterbacks in the single digits. So. Nobody else really. Oh, we got Trevor Lawrence coming in with a clean 28 because he robbed. I'm gonna say either James Robinson or Travis Etienne because they've both basically been splitting carries 50-50.
Yeah, did he have 2 rushing touchdowns?
Yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns from like a yard out.
It's
like, dude, like just I would have been happy splitting it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll even give you Etienne 1 touchdown. Like just give James Robinson 1. But no, I think that's like a fluke. They'll both be back on track to scoring more points. It's just for whatever reason they were deciding to run the ball in with Trevor Lawrence this week. But yeah, I mean that's about it for this one. That's crazy how far Bruce's team has fallen.
And Seth's team has gotten back up.
Yeah, like realistically, nothing has really changed for Bruce's team. Like the only thing that's changed is like the Detroit running backs not performing, so he doesn't have like that super strong flex player. But Jamal Williams not performing, but I mean his team is still good. Like this is just a bad week. Like I don't know. I guess his team is not that good because we got Rondale Moore at the second receiver.
Well, he's got.
It all depends on if J.K. Dobbins can do anything.
He's got Ayuk and Rashad Bateman both on his bench. Just he just didn't. I mean, Bateman's hurt, and
right.
Yeah,
I don't know, but Seth's team seems to be hitting a stride. This looks like one of his better weeks. He got a lot of points spread out pretty consistently. You're not going to get too many weeks where almost all your players score in double digits. So I look for Seth to return back to earth this next week. I'm not highlighting who he's playing, but whoever he is. So let's go to the next one.
Just want to point out Leonard Fournette on an absolute tear.
Is he?
Yeah. He is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So next we have Garrett versus Justin. So I'm almost positive that in week 2, Justin and Bruce were both undefeated,
Yeah, yeah.
and they've both gone 4 straight losses. It's just man, that's
So
rough.
rough. So
And
rough.
then Garrett and Seth were both 0-3, and they're both 3-3 now.
Yeah, I mean, they must have listened to us talking shit. They're like, I just don't even know. I mean, Pittsburgh's offense is so fucking bad that it's completely Pittsburgh and Arizona and Chicago. So you look at those three teams in particular, and those are like the main starting lineups on Justin's team right now because
Yeah.
Michael Thomas is hurt. Well, he's got Khalil Herbert on his bench. You could probably play him, but McLaurin hasn't been playing that well. Calvin
Yeah.
Ridley's not on a roster.
Kenneth
But Kenny
Walker
Walker,
is
yeah, I was just gonna say
yeah.
that. But didn't he just trade him, or did he trade for him?
Oh wait, yeah, I think you're right. I think you traded him.
He traded him to Roby for
Yeah.
fuck. What did he trade him
Jerry
for?
Jerry Judy and I don't remember the other person to be honest with you.
George Kittle.
Oh yeah, Jerry Judy and George Kittle. Yeah, because Gerald Everett has fallen back down to earth, but I think the Chargers are just in a kind of a slump right now. I mean, I know they won, but as far as fantasy goes, like and offensive performance, they're kind of in a slump outside of Eckler. It kind of switched. It kind of flipped the script because the beginning Eckler was really kind of looked like a bust after 2 weeks because of the way that they were handling him with carries and catches and stuff. But
Right.
now he looks like the stud that he was last year. So.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that could be a good trade for Jo. I don't. I mean, I guess Kenneth Walker is probably his best player at this point, like for I guess production potential, because he's on a good enough offense and he's going to get touches. So that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Or he's a good player to have, but he's got a lot of starting running backs. It's just
they're not performing. Really.
Not performing. They're on bad offenses. So, and the Cardinals have underperformed insanely. I don't think Marquise Brown is going to get any better at this point. With
well, he's out 4 to 6 weeks, so he's definitely not going to get better over the next month and a half.
Well, okay. Well, then, yeah, you probably gotta move somebody else in there. But
that's
yeah.
why I think he went and got Jerry Judy.
Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, with what I meant though, like obviously he's hurt, but like Hopkins is coming back, so I expect him to come downhill or go downhill anyway, even if he was playing. But
and they got Robbie Anderson now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they traded for him this week.
Wow, they are desperate as hell. Holy shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Garrett's team just solid across the board. I don't think there's really anything to say. He got solid production out of those guys. Not that his team is like particularly great, but he's had a lot go right. I think Breece Hall has ended up being a stud.
Yeah,
he figured out. He put Darnell Mooney on the bench. Kamara has had a solid week last few weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think his team could come up. Kelsey is obviously Kelsey. If Rodgers starts scoring points, which I don't think he will, that's the only problem.
Yeah, and he didn't practice today. I'm sure he'll still play, but he's got a right thumb issue, that can be dangerous for right-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah, we're throwing the balls.
Yeah, throwing the balls.
Yeah, so that's about all I got for on this one.
Yep. So we got me versus Jason. This is an absolute. I cannot believe I won. To be honest with you.
I mean, you had great performances. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead and say what you were saying.
Well, I mean, me and Jason were texting before the Sunday night game. I was like, I'm pretty sure you beat me because he still had his kicker and Cortland Sutton to play, and all I had left was the Broncos D, and I was only up 12 points, maybe
Yeah.
something like that. And then he was like, "Yeah, I don't think Dallas's kicker is going to score that well tonight," and he didn't. But then I still thought he could get enough out of Sutton to win, and Sutton had a stunning 2 points.
Well, the Broncos are just a bad fucking team to have like any players of.
Yeah, except for their D, apparently.
Yeah, their defense is good. They're a bad team to have any offensive players though on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is another Geno Smith let him down this week.
Mm-hmm.
They took the W in real life, but he let him down on points this week. Did he score a touchdown?
Geno?
Yeah, I don't know if he did.
I don't know either. I think
Did he run one in?
He might have. I think he did because I don't know. It would take a lot to get 13 points out of touchdown.
No, he didn't. He got some rushing yards though.
Oh, that's what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I think the biggest thing was Aaron Jones not doing shit against the Jets.
Yeah.
And
Cortland Sutton not doing well, and then his defense and kicker accumulating for 5. That quarter, the Geno Smith and then Aaron Jones and Cortland Sutton are the main contributors. But yeah,
I think mostly it was just Aaron Jones and Cortland Sutton kind of wasted a really good performance by the rest of his team.
And then your boy finally went off, Jamar Chase.
Jamar, out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, even like pretty far through that game until like pretty close to the end. I mean, he caught like a 60-yard touchdown, so that like really helped his score.
Yeah.
And then I mean, my team just ended up having a pretty good week. I mean, to get 11 out of Darrell Henderson the week that Derrick Henry and Damian Pierce are on bye was huge for me. And then I mean, started Pickens, who only got me 3.5, and like I said before, Matt Stafford decided to throw to black people this week. So Allen Robinson had 14.5 on my bench.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Let's see.
But yeah, it would have sucked to lose when I've been waiting on Allen Robinson to do that all season, and he hasn't been up to the task until this week.
What's going on here? Why do you have Racey McMath in your IR spot?
Why wouldn't I have Racey McMath in my IR spot?
I mean, if you don't got anybody else to put in there, I guess that's a valid point. But
he was supposed to come back this week, and now they're saying he's probably out for the season. So,
well, I mean, do you expect him to do anything, or I'm just kind of confused at the?
I mean, he's like since Treylon went down, he's like the only speed element to our entire offense. So,
no, that's fair. I didn't know if it was just a meme pick or if it was.
It's sort of a meme, but I mean, he is fast. I mean, he ran like a 4.32 or something like that. So He's pretty quick.
I just want to let everybody know before we go into next week's game, Odell Beckham has been rostered.
Oh, did you roster him?
Yep. So don't try anything. And that's it.
All right. Well, we still got to go over a couple more games this week.
Oh, shit. I forgot. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we got Teets with 95.5, and Jake lives in a tough game.
92. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's what happens when you start a Denver Broncos offensive player. What I'm looking here. What happened? Man. Oh, man. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's out. Josh Jacobs
on bye. Damian Harris out.
Oh, dude, that's so rough. Mike Boone and Samaje Perine. Oh,
hey, at least Jake can feel confident that. I mean, nobody was starting Chase Claypool this week, so he can feel confident that he made the right decisions in his lineup. It just there was nothing else he could do really.
Yeah. No, you don't start. Yeah, you don't start a Pittsburgh wide receiver over any of those players. So, yeah. That's the decision to make. And honestly, like, you should have won.
I mean, it's close.
Deion Jackson had 22. And I guess he's not a bad player, but and I mean, they threw the ball like 50 times. I don't even know how he got 22 rushes. 27 rushes. No. 12. Sorry. Okay. He got 10 receptions. I was looking at like the
Oh,
season's carries. I was like, holy shit, he had 27 rushes for 101 yards. It's like, the fuck?
well, you know the crazy thing is, if Jake just rosters his handcuff for Jonathan Taylor, I mean he ends up winning big,
He
like
ends up being
big.
the highest scorer in the league this week.
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah, it would
yeah,
have been 22.
21,
Would have been
21 and a half,
Yeah, would have been what 114.
somewhere around there. Yeah, so he would have been the highest scorer in the league this week if he had rostered him.
Yeah. What?
But
Joe
yeah,
Burrow had a good game, obviously,
yeah,
and that's about it. I mean, the Jets defense, absolute world beaters, but nothing else to really say. Just unlucky.
yeah. All right. Bo falling into last place. Oh wait, was he already in last place? Yeah.
He was close, if not already there.
Oh no, Brian's. I think Brian's still in last place.
I don't know. I think they're tied.
I think Bo. Well, they're tied in record, but I'm pretty sure Bo has more
Oh,
points than
points.
Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian or Bo definitely has more points, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's got Big Kirko on his team, putting up 18. I mean, that's about solid. It just
Yeah.
looks like, yeah, like one or two things. Receiver gap this week.
Mike Evans not getting any big catches against Pittsburgh really hurts. I mean, Mike Williams being locked down by Pat Surtain isn't like the craziest thing ever.
Huh.
I got decent points out of Christian McCaffrey and Kirk Cousins. Tanyan even got him a nice chunk of points. Yeah, it's disappointing. Yeah, and he's needed his players that he needs to rely on is two big wide receiver combo. Needed them to come through, and they didn't.
Yeah.
But Raheem Mostert over Zeke was playing Philly. I guess that makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, I mean, I think he'll be happy to get Tua back because I think Tua will put up some big points for him. Not that Kirk Cousins did bad, but he'll be happy to have Tua back this week. And then Roby's top three scorers this week are all on bye this next upcoming week. So,
Sheesh.
yeah. And then he's got Cam Akers. Chris Olave should be back for him this week. But yeah, I mean, Stephon Diggs is basically going to carry Roby to the promised land, I think. Literally unstoppable most games.
Yeah. It's him and Josh Allen are just absolutely stupid. Is he the number one guy by like a large margin?
In scoring.
Yeah. If not, I know Cooper Kupp's 2, I believe, but
I don't know. I don't think ESPN
you
says
can't
that.
know.
But with scores like this, there's no way he's not.
Oh yeah, he's number one for sure. It's just I didn't know where he was at the number one spot, but yeah, no big deal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he averages 20 points a game. I guess we can go. And if Cooper Kupp's the number 2 guy, you know that for sure. He averages 19 and a half. So not a huge difference, like 1 point per game. So, I mean, he's only got 5 more points. So this week, six more points than
Coop.
Yeah.
Coop Kupp. Cool. But yeah, this was a close enough game. Like one or two roster decisions makes the game different. I don't think. No, actually, he could have won. The only one, if he started Zeke, he won the game.
Yeah.
Over Raheem, if he just, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Raheem would have a good game too, but yeah, it's kind of the risk you take.
Yep.
I mean, because Zeke hasn't been all that good lately, anyways.
True.
All right, so we got me versus Bruce this week. I am worried about Justin Herbert against Seattle. I think he'll put up some big points, but if Bosa's out again, I think that Mahomes is in for a huge week because that San Francisco defense kind of sucks without him. Every time he goes down.
Without who?
Without Bosa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I would say you probably win this one. I don't really see. Well, I mean, nah. It would depend on how the Browns do in Baltimore. I don't think Brandon Ayuk is really going to do anything against Kansas City, and I don't think. I don't know. I don't think Jamal Williams is going to do too much this week either. But yeah, I mean that's where I'm at. I think you win. But only because he put up 49 points last week. So I feel like I'm kind of biased.
he put up 49 points last week, and Justin Jefferson's on bye. So
Oh Christ, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you win. It's pretty free.
I hope so. But this is almost exactly what the projection for me and Jason looked like last week. So
Damn.
all right, we got Roby fielding his entire backup roster and versus Teets. Teets
It's an easy win this week.
think so?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, I think it is. It's an easy win, and I don't know. I mean, Keenan Allen, if he's back healthy, that's huge. Brandon Cooks, I still don't trust him, but Ertz squirts. Solid start. Lamar Jackson against Cleveland, going to score 35 points.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, Cleveland's fucking cringe. And
Eckler versus Seattle, and then DeAndre Swift versus Dallas. Yeah, he's got some really good matchups this week.
This is an easy dub for Teets this week.
Yeah, this would have been a really, really good game had Roby not had Dalvin Cook. Who was it? Dalvin Cook, Stephon Diggs, and who's his other starter? Oh, Jalen Hurts. All
Jalen Squirts.
Yeah, all on bias. It's been a really good game.
Yeah. All right. Next one.
Ooh, battle. This is it. This is the battle for last place. Right here.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to say. I mean, I feel like Brian hasn't done anything to change my mind or to change anyone's mind at this point that he doesn't have the worst team. So he's got to kind of prove it here. There's not too many players that most people would be able to tell what team they play for if you look at Brian's roster. And on Bo's, he's got some players that's team or normal fans would know who they are. So
yeah,
if you took the team names off of that and you asked me what team Eno Benjamin played for, I would not be able to tell you. So yeah, I mean, I think Bo wins this week. I think it's going to be closer than expected, but I think he pulls out.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of good matchups. I mean, Mike Williams versus Seattle, Mike Evans versus Carolina, Zeke versus Detroit. Like, the only bad matchup he really has is Christian McCaffrey versus Tampa Bay. And, I mean, Christian McCaffrey will catch enough balls for him to make it worth it. So, yeah, I think Bo wins. Brian has, one good matchup, but that's about it. All right, you versus Seth. Man, you're not projected very high this week.
Say you who?
Yeah.
Oh man, the projections. I'll let him go. I mean, I had Josh Allen is the majority of my points. I'm just going to be blunt with that one. I don't know. I think my team is a team that is going to be projected low this week just because I don't have Coop Kupp and I don't have Josh Allen. And that's rightfully so, but I think I still got a lot of potential. Like if the right if I get the right people scoring some touchdowns, James Robinson, Jeff Wilson, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire all have potential to get some touches in there. I think I'll be all right. Matt Ryan threw the ball 50 times last week, so I don't know if anything changes against Tennessee.
Mhm.
Have you guys
Probably
been?
not.
Probably not. So I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be able to score 100 points this week, but I'll need some help definitely. Do I understand the point totals, like the projections for them at all? No, I don't. But like Tom Brady is projected 2 points more than Matt Ryan. He's playing Carolina, who just held what? Didn't they hold until like the very end? They held what quarterback did they just play tough?
I don't know. Carolina's defense has been pretty shit all year.
Really? I
Yeah,
swear I think they were played somebody really fucking tough. I don't know. I don't
played
think
Kyler
that-
Murray this week. Didn't
Who?
they? Is that Kyler Murray that the Carolina played this week?
I don't remember, to be honest. Whatever. Tom Brady, I don't think he's going to score that much. Joe Mixon, one of the worst starting running backs in the NFL.
Okay, that's not true.
Leonard Fournette, he's good. But he's been catching a lot of check down touchdowns. He's not really rushing for a whole lot of yards. So if they can keep him out of the end zone, he gets like 3 points a game off of yards. DK Metcalf, he's got the best quarterback in the league throwing him the rock, but somehow only manages to average like 4 or 5 points a game.
He averages 10. It's right there on the screen.
Yeah, but he had like one really good game, and then the rest he averages like 2 to 4 points a game. So I don't trust that average. Deebo Samuel is going to score points. Freiermuth is not going to score points. Drake London is not going to score points. I don't know. I don't see where they give Drake London an edge over James Robinson. It just doesn't even make sense to me. But
yeah, I don't know.
I'll let it be. I don't understand these average projections, but it is what it is. I'm getting butthurt over nothing. This is a big week because I've talked a lot of shit to Seth.
Yes, you have.
Saying he had the worst team in the league, and it just so happens that my 2 best players are not playing the week that I play them.
It's pretty wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line here. So we'll see. I'm sure he's going to be ready to come on the podcast once if he wins this week. So, yeah, but that's it. That's all. I think I'll win, but it'll be close.
Cool. All right, Jason versus Justin.
What do you think?
Oh, about your game?
No, you.
Huh?
What do you think about this matchup?
About this one? Oh, I mean, it should be Jason in a landslide, but I don't know. You know, he's got. I think. I don't know that they've declared Hopkins coming back. I'd imagine that he'll be back, but they play tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I think they did say he was going to play.
So I mean that'll be big for Jason, and then he's got. Wait a second. The only thing that'll be interesting to see is I know Mark Andrews didn't practice at all today with a knee injury, so we'll see what happens there.
Who?
But Mark Andrews.
Oh, he's got a knee injury?
Yeah, apparently, yeah, he didn't practice today.
Fuck. I've got him in another league. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll still play, but yeah, so I don't think I've ever seen somebody be favored in almost every single.
Dude, no, there was one last week, I think.
Well, Seth had most of them on you, but I don't know. I've never seen it where kicker is the one. Like usually there's like one wide receiver.
I mean, he could just drop.
Back.
He could just like try and pick one up the
Has more projections. Yeah. But I mean, right now Daniel Carlson. I don't know. He's probably projected the most in the league considering he's the number 1 kicker.
Dude, he's averaging like 12.4. Yeah, per game.
Ugh.
Fucking ridiculous, but yeah, I think Jason will win. I mean, anything could happen, but not really. So
Yeah, I don't unless Najee has an absolute takeoff game. I don't know how he gets a W, and still don't see that happening.
yeah,
All right, last one. Jacob and Garrett.
Jacob and Garrett. I agree with as long as Jonathan Taylor is back.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the computer that Jake wins.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney's starting again. He didn't listen. He put him back in the roster.
He probably has bye weeks or something. He has to start it.
No, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He's got
Yeah.
AJ Brown. Yeah, so that makes sense. His
I don't
team's
know.
actually fucking good. Like if he's got AJ Brown back, his team's actually not bad. I mean,
No, not since Brees started taking off now.
yeah. So yeah, that's
Although Aaron Rodgers, I think to still be an elite team, he needs Aaron Rodgers to be Aaron Rodgers, which I
he's
don't
not
know.
even close. Yeah.
Unless they acquire somebody at the deadline. I'm not sure if it'll happen.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I say Jacob, but yeah, it could vary if Aaron Rodgers has a game, I would pick Garrett. So,
Yeah, I'm still not sure Jonathan Taylor plays.
yeah, if Jonathan Taylor doesn't play, it's definitely Garrett. So that's
You
what
think so? I don't know. By the same time, like, dude, Josh Jacobs against Houston, he might go for 40.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, betting on him to go for 40 is like, I'm not going to do that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, the only
I
problem
would
is
say
that,
Garrett.
yeah, I'm gonna go Jake.
Well, I'm saying Garrett if Jonathan Taylor doesn't play. That's what I mean.
I think
But
I think Jake could still do it if not.
Yeah. I'm going with Jacob though.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, that should be it, brother.
All right.
Guess we'll wrap this one up.
Good little breakdown there, bud.
Yeah,
37 minutes again. What the fuck?
we just do it every time, just for
Hey.
fun.
Yes, sir.